You know, you've often heard me say that things often happen for other than the apparent reasons. And what I mean by that is something will happen. Somebody will do something emotionally, they'll say something, they'll do some behavior, and it seems that it's for a reason. It's a trigger that's obvious or apparent. But if you look longer and you look deeper, it's actually triggered by something that's not obvious. It's something that's behind that. And if you really want to understand somebody, you have to understand their motivations. You know, go through a checkout stand and the clerk that's checking you out, he or she may be super rude. And your response is, this is just a rude person. But if you stop and think, maybe this is happening for other than the obvious reason. Maybe the obvious, which is that they're just rude, is not true. Maybe they're having a really bad day. Maybe they're 2 days from their mother having passed away. Maybe their dog got hit by a car that morning. Maybe something terrible has happened and they're struggling through their day. So maybe their behavior is for other than the apparent reasons. And if we take time to look, we'll oftentimes be a lot better at understanding and reacting to those people.
I intentionally murdered my wife. Allison and I met at a sober living house. I knew Allison for roughly 10 days before we started dating, May 15th. We were married June 13th. So it was a little less than a month. On June 30th, 2018, I killed her. That evening, Allison and I were in bed together while we were having sex. Allison enjoyed being choked. I had these thoughts racing through my head. I thought killing her would be an easier way than divorcing her. Things may have gotten out of control. I realized immediately after that she'd been choked to death. During the time I was married to Allison, I was having an emotional affair with a girl in Texas. The girl in Texas talked to me roughly 3 days before Allison passed away and told me how to trick the medical examiner's office. Allison would drink every single day to the point of intoxication. The girl in Texas said, as someone who drinks that much, it'd be very easy. Just crush down some Xanax and just put it in their drink. The first thing they do is run a toxicology report, and the second they see alcohol and drugs in someone's system, they rule out everything else. So after she was deceased, I ground up roughly 20.25 milligrams of Xanax pills and inserted them into her body.
I'm going to tell you that I understand that you're confused about really what happened because you were intoxicated, and I think maybe to a blackout level. People make false confessions, and they kind of fall into 3 categories. Number 1 are voluntary. 2 is they're compliant. And 3 is internalized. When I look at this, I have to say, I think that you're a combination of 2 things. I think 1, this is attention-getting behavior by you. I think you're unable to distinguish everything that did happen, not because I think you're delusional, but because I think you were in an altered state of consciousness that night. And I think when you think back about it, it's pretty fuzzy, which is why you get down here to number 3, where you question your own innocence because you're a walking contradiction. You say, I did it. No, I didn't. And I believe in medical science. And to me, this isn't even a close call. On July 2nd of 2018, the cause of death was acute alcohol intoxication and Xanax. Complications of chronic alcohol abuse. It was ruled an accident. 0.42 in the blood, 0.48 in the vitreous humor. And that is a better post-mortem measure of how much this person was drinking. And the vitreous humor is the gelatinous substance inside the eyeball behind the lens. And there is no way that you could impact that post-mortem. No way. Confessions from people that are false often happen for other than the apparent reason. The apparent reason is they did the crime, but if you look, you might find they just feel guilty. They're trying to punish themselves. They're looking for attention. They've been coerced. You have to look beyond the obvious, which is they did it, find out maybe there are other reasons they're saying they did it. I mean, you just have to understand we're more complex than just the obvious. Think about it.